Have you ever felt like the wealthy are just playing a completely different game? Well, turns out you're not wrong. The real wealth gap, it isn't just about the numbers in a bank account. It's about the plan. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on two totally different blueprints for building a financial life.
It's a question that keeps a lot of people up at night, right? You work hard, you save what you can, but that feeling of real, lasting financial freedom, it just always seems to be on the horizon, just out of reach. So what gives? What if the problem isn't that you're not working hard enough, but that you've been handed the wrong set of plans?
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. It's so easy to think that if you just earned more, all your problems would be solved. But that's not the whole story. Earning a good income is like getting a delivery of high-quality bricks. That's great, but you can't build a mansion just by stacking bricks randomly. You need a blueprint. It's all about how you build. It's about the architecture of your wealth.
All right, so let's dive in. We're going to look at these two blueprints side by side. It's basically two different operating systems for your money. One is the system most of us know, and the other, well, that's the one the top 1% uses.
And listen, this isn't just some fancy metaphor. We're talking about a completely different architecture. This goes way beyond clipping coupons or skipping that daily coffee. No, this is a whole different strategic approach to money, right from the very foundation. Okay, first things first. Every building, every structure needs a solid foundation. And in the world of finance, where you store your wealth, what you build everything on top of, that makes all the difference in the world.
And boom, right out of the gate, we see a massive difference. For the average American, what's the number one asset? The house they live in. For the top 1%, it's not even close. It's their portfolio. One is a place to live, the other is a machine designed to make more money.
Take a look at this. It's pretty wild when you see it laid out. For the average person, almost 2/3 of their entire net worth is locked up in the value of their primary home. And don't get me wrong, a home is a wonderful thing, but it's not an engine. It doesn't actively generate more wealth.
Now let's flip the script and look at the other blueprint. It's a complete mirror image, isn't it? For the top 1%, the huge majority of their wealth is in things that are actively working for them 24/7. We're talking stocks, businesses, investment real estate. Their money is out there hustling, making more money.
And this is a really critical distinction to make. See, while your home is technically an asset, on a month-to-month basis, it actually functions like a liability. Think about it. Every month, money goes out for the mortgage, for taxes, for upkeep. It's constantly costing you money to own. It doesn't put a single dollar in your pocket.
Okay, so the foundations are totally different. But what about the engine? What's the machine that actually builds the wealth? Well, this is where the gap doesn't just get wider, it absolutely explodes. So for most people, income is all about trading time for money. You clock in, you work your hours, you get a paycheck. It's a one-to-one trade. The wealthy, on the other hand, focus on portfolio income. They make their capital work for them. Their money becomes their hardest working employee. And that leads us to the holy grail of wealth building, passive income. This is money that flows into your account whether you're on a beach, sleeping, or working on your next big idea. It's the ultimate goal of that second blueprint, to get to a point where your assets pay for your entire lifestyle.
Now look, we've all heard about the magic of compounding, right? That eighth wonder of the world. And it's totally real. But here's the kicker that people don't talk about enough. Scale changes absolutely everything.
So let's take a pretty standard example. Let's say you've worked hard and saved up $50,000. Awesome. You invest it, get a decent 7% return over 20 years, and you turn it into nearly $200,000. I mean, that's fantastic. That's a solid nest egg, a real accomplishment. But what happens when you take that exact same 7% return, but you apply it to capital at a massive scale? So instead of starting with 50,000, what if you start with 50 million? You get over $200 million. Just let that sink in. It's the same principle, the same math, the same percentage return. But the outcome? It's not just a comfortable retirement. It's a legacy. It's a dynasty. That's the explosive power of scale.
So every builder needs a toolkit, right? Well, in finance, two of the most powerful tools you can use are debt and taxes. And, you probably guessed it, the two blueprints use these tools in completely opposite ways.
I mean, this table really breaks it down perfectly. For most people, debt is something you use to buy stuff, a new car, a TV, things that go down in value. That kind of debt literally makes you poorer over time. But for the wealthy, debt is a tool used to buy things that go up in value, like businesses or investment properties. It's debt that's designed to make them richer.
And there's a word for this. It's called leverage. And it's basically the art of using other people's money, in this case the banks, to buy an asset and magnify your potential returns. It's like putting a turbocharger on your wealth-building engine. And then there's the other big tool, taxes. Here's the simplest way to think about it. The money you earn by working a job is taxed at some of the highest rates there are. But the money that your money earns for you, from investments, that's typically taxed at a much, much lower rate. It's a huge built-in advantage for people who own assets.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the foundation, the engine, the tools, you start to see it. These aren't just slightly different paths. These two blueprints lead to two completely different destinations, two different destinies.
And this quote just nails it. It's not about one being good and one being bad. It's about what they're designed for. One system is designed to get you to a place of comfort, of survival. The other system, it's designed for massive generational abundance.
Let's boil it down even further. One blueprint is about playing financial defense, protecting what you have, just trying to survive. The other is about playing offense, aggressively growing, expanding, and creating abundance.
So that brings everything back to you. Because understanding all this is one thing, but the real question, the one that matters most, is which blueprint are you using right now? Take a hard look at your own financial life and ask yourself, is the plan I'm following designed to get me where I truly want to go?